Welcome back to another exciting episode of the CoolFM live sports broadcast, our show brought to you all by Seniors Helping Seniors. Thank you to them. Okay, man. This is my friend, Coach Jared Young.
What's up, guys?
My other friend,
everybody.
Yeah, we got Coach Kevin Lassiter. And then my name, I can't remember my name, so don't worry about that. Jon Berger here, hosting the show. Yeah, so let's get into what happened last night.
Some big plays, state tournament action,
Playoff
a lot
football
going on, and we're going to have a huge showdown next week.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to talk about that in a little bit here on the show with two 2A powerhouses that are ready to battle it out. That's going to be exciting. But we'll head right into our top 10 plays.
All right.
First up, we have Jaden Thomas with a long fade reception. John's favorite play in football.
Good Lord, if they had someone that could throw a nice
Ward here taking that off tackle and bouncing outside, picking up a quick 6.
Wow. Next up, we got flashy lights. Dawson Judd with a pump fake. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly, right.
What kind of tackle was
Put the
that?
cape on the guy already.
That was
the rail up the sideline.
That kid didn't even play two-hand touch. He just one-armed him. That's all right.
Mel Cuevas, he's a middle of the field specialist.
No kidding.
Cuevas has been so good this year.
And again, Dawson Judd here in the playoffs, just running
Put
wild.
the team on your back.
I know. So that put him ahead right there. The score was
Look at this
tied.
right here, tricky. The flea flicker. That's a touchdown, guys.
Wow.
Trick play from Wilcox.
Love it.
All right, rolling right.
Colby Garrett rolls.
Pump fake, points deep.
Improvise.
Now watch this tip drill. 1 tip, 2 tip.
I need a tip drill.
Kicked. God.
That ball
And
got
then-
caught 3 times.
But I did call the touchdown way too early.
Hey, that's okay.
I was screaming touchdown as soon as he
And
caught that ball.
after that, I got back on the PA announcement and I was like, da-da-da, da-da-da.
Oh, yeah, that
That was
Sports
the
Center
top 10 play for Sports Center.
It's legal to kick the ball, so people don't quite know that. But
Boy,
that
his
was
immaculate reception of the night.
Perfect name for it.
true. Good job. Hey, whoever's writing these up, thank you.
That was great.
All right, some of those great plays brought to you by Seniors Helping Seniors. Speaking of Seniors Helping Seniors, if you're searching for a like-minded friend to help tackle chores and tasks, or even a companion to join you in hobbies and activities, call Seniors Helping Seniors. Their caregivers are seniors themselves. They show up ready to exceed expectations on a schedule that meets your needs, including overnight. Or make a difference by joining Seniors Helping Seniors, the caregiver family. Their teams consist of mature, compassionate adults who thrive on assisting and connecting with wonderful individuals. Check them out on southernarizonaSHS.com or 520-487-4246. So we got, thank you to the Seniors Helping Seniors. They do so much for us, and they put this on. They're the ones that pay for this, for you guys to see it. All right, let's get into some game highlights, guys. So we got Wilcox versus Jared. Please help me with that.
Trivium Prep.
All right, the only English-speaking dude on the team. We got Jared. Thank God he can read. All right, that first touchdown.
First of many.
Man, and so the score's kind of tied up here.
Get that. That's an interception. Oh, he's still running. Is he going to take this back?
Pretty close.
I'm not real
That's
sure.
to the 45 at least.
Oh, there we go.
Flea flicker.
And he pump faked it. He looked at the guy on the right side and said, "Nope."
That was like a reverse
Double reverse
flicker.
pass.
Yeah.
Very
Oh,
nice.
nice counter right there.
I like that too.
Love the counter play.
Wilcox has the 3-headed running attack. That's
Just like Bueno.
lightning, thunder, and rain is what I call it. And they prove it every game. 3 guys that can run the ball, leading the county in rushing. Cuevas is money up the middle. Every
Look
time
at
this
that.
running back gets the football, he's running up the middle and he's getting 6 or 7 yards of carry.
Well, look at the way nobody's tackling there. That arm tackle, I don't know. what level of football that is, but that's when they're going to tackle like that, you can just run right through anything, running right up the middle, bouncing off that first tackler.
You know that they're going to run. You just got to try to stop it, and that's one of the hardest things to do. This lead, as we were watching last night, checking the updates, it got bigger and bigger and bigger. It just kept growing.
Wilcox has that type of game that, like we were saying, it matches Buena there with that running game, that three-headed attack. Now back to pass. Let's see what they do on defense.
Oh, interception.
Did he get that?
With the toe drag swag, and I think that was like, what, final play of the game now?
Yeah.
Wow.
55-6.
I love that play. So
Final score.
That might go up on the plays of the week too. But
for sure.
Yeah, so that was a great game there by Wilcox against Trivium Prep, and that score, as you saw, ended up 55-22. Wilcox moves on. All right, so let's see how Buena played last
The whole
night.
panel sitting here was at this game last night.
I know.
Man, there's some frustration right now for a lot of kids.
Lujan was able to get the ball outside on that play. One of the few times that he was able to break loose.
See how it's the second quarter all of a sudden? Yeah, they only had two drives on that first. I think they had a total of 6 plays on offense that whole first quarter. And as you can see, that score keeps ticking up there. Every time Buena got the ball back, it was after something. Yeah, and that's
Garrett with that really nice throw down there to Jaden Thomas. Is another decent run by Garrett right here, but a little scary at the end because the ball like it came loose, but luckily he was able to fall back on it.
And this here, they're in 4 wide receiver formation, trying to get some points before the end of the half.
That was a really nice throw by him there. I thought he was going to take it and run, but he found something. He threw a strike in there. And this is Mountain View had a really, really programmed running attack.
It was good, but they controlled the clock. And once they controlled the clock, it put Buena in desperation mode, which was really hard to get out of.
But the one thing I like seeing in this game is Colton Garrett has, look at this. Yes, it was a freak play, but you see the future
There's potential there.
of our quarterback that we have to develop next year. We still have little Matthews coming up too from the JV, but
our backup was better than their starter.
Yeah, our Colton Garrett's just he's a great athlete. He's an incredible baseball player.
Just needs more time.
And he's just going to have to. Now that's the thing is we're going to have to rebuild that line.
Yep.
I don't know who's
that senior heavy line. Yep.
It's a senior heavy group.
Look at
I
that,
really
bro.
he made good decisions when he ran with the football.
Yeah.
When he decided to keep
He's
it,
not
he
afraid to
did
hit
well.
somebody.
That
Take a hit,
sack
take a
was
lick,
fun.
too.
It was a nice sack right there by
Williams.
by Krause and
Williams and Krause.
Yeah. Oh, so by the way, we have to shout out Cooper. We have to, that defense, that whole defense, we need to say, even though that was a 27-8 game.
He lost, unfortunately, yeah.
Of course, but the defense played so well. Cooper averaging 15 tackles per game. And what were you saying? He has the state?
Cooper Krause has reset the state tackle record.
Is that a career?
Career. Oh my God. He is now the all-time leading until somebody comes along and does it. But you're talking 313 tackles.
And folks, that's 313 tackles leading the state career-wise. That's not just 5A. That's NEA.
Yeah.
That's the most
Exactly.
ever in the state of Arizona in the history of high school football.
And from what I understand, there's only 50 states.
And he's also reset the single season tackle record of 157. So
Good gravy.
Yeah, something like it's like half of his 313 came this year.
Season. So
Yeah.
we
It's just
talked
incredible.
about this during our broadcast last night. This young man is primed and ready to play, in my opinion, to be a Division I linebacker.
I agree.
Because
215
tackling
pounds.
is he's got the size, he's got the speed, athleticism, but most importantly, he ends plays.
Every
When
time.
he comes in contact with a ball carrier, blow the whistle.
Yep.
He's a sure tackler, a decent hitter, a sure tackler, and he's got great ball recognition skills. And so you add all that up, and I see a Division I linebacker.
Absolutely. And he's got the size for it. You're talking 6'1". 18 years old, 17 years old, you might have another inch in him.
210, 211 pounds.
215.
Yeah.
With the frame to maybe add another 20 pounds
yeah.
of weight. I could easily see him playing at
Keeping the
235,
speed, too.
240 and still being able to move well.
You've seen his uncles, you've seen his dad, you know, like they're built
He
as...
comes from a family of men who definitely can bring it.
I'll play D1 ball.
Okay, so Jaden Thomas had a pretty
Thomas
good time.
had a great game. And this season, he broke a few career records, and we're up to, so we were at 2,099 for the career record, and he broke that and is now 2,123 yards in all-time yardage. He also broke the single season game record of 10 receptions. It was 9 previously. And then I want to say one more was career receptions was 44, and he made it to 47. So for a single season. So, Thomas, we saw that little hiccup with his finger a couple weeks ago.
Oh, the hiccup that went through his skin? Is that the hiccup you're talking about?
Oh, I'm like, we don't want to get too detailed, but the man had a pretty, most folks, I say most, because Jaden is almost on that freak status of an athlete.
No,
and
if you're talking about safety, like for a wide receiver, he's a very athletic wide receiver, next level. For a safety, though, that's a hyper athletic safety.
Yeah,
that's where I think. Yeah.
So I think you're going to see Jaden. We know he's a track star. He's two state titles in 4x4 relay. But I don't think that's the way he's going to go. He's going to go stay on the gridiron and keep playing at that level.
And who wouldn't want, as a coach, wouldn't want a guy with that much skill, but track speed?
Exactly. And where I'm headed today, after this show, Coach Brandon, come down to Sierra Vista and take a look at this kid. He could play for you right now at U of A.
I know.
I really would see him play at those levels.
Kevin was saying he doesn't miss tackles, and he's just an absolute tackling machine. But we've seen him do other stuff. And so we need to shout out that whole defense. Walker had a great game. Didn't he? He had a
couple tackles for
loss. I
loss.
thought he had an interception. Maybe I'm wrong, though. I should
because they didn't throw the ball enough. They really didn't throw the ball out last night.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Mountain View. They were very, very dedicated to running the football last night.
Yeah, and I'd like to go over...
They did it well.
Let's go over some of those Buena stats. For Buena, so yards per game, that's Jaden Thomas, 75 per game. Rushing, 132 per game. Touchdowns.
Kickoff returns.
Yep. Sorry. No, that was receiving yards per game, 75.
Okay.
Rushing yards per game, 132 by Michael Lujan, 16 touchdowns, of course, same young man. Cooper Cross, 15.7 tackles per game.
Also, I can go ahead and say Lujan, we'll give him a huge shout out. He hit the 3,000 mark last week.
And did you see who came in on defense when Cooper Kraus had to come out?
Yeah, Michael
Lujan came in and looked very serviceable at that linebacker spot.
Also on the kick return team. I mean, that kid likes to play football. I can see him at the next level as well. Jaden Thomas, 5 interceptions. Cooper Kraus, 5 sacks. So those were all the leaders going into the game. So coming out of the game, I'm not quite sure. It hasn't been uploaded or figured out. But let's give the other team real quick. Drake Davis, that running back from the other team.
Sophomore running back who you could not tell that guy was a 10th grader. I mean, he's not a 6'8", 6'2", 6'3" guy, but I mean, he ran the ball with a lot of power.
He sure did.
He showed great vision, and that young running back, I see him. You're going to hear his name called out a lot if you watch Miranda Mountain View play.
Drake Davis is going to be a power.
So, his brother, Michael Davis, leads the team in receiving yards per game at 15 receiving yards per game. Does that say
anything? Don't throw the ball
Like, wait a minute. Did you just say 15 or 50?
1-5.
And again,
one reception a game for a first down?
Dude, they were one-dimensional, and they brought it,
It's like, look, we know we're good at it. We know we're good at. We're going to stick to it, and we dare you to stop us.
We've got 2 plays.
Yeah,
but they are running into
a
big matchup in their next game because they're going to be going up against ALA Gilbert.
Whoa!
And so we know how tough that team is to play.
And there's a coach up there. There's a guy who's a Heisman candidate.
Trophy.
We've seen him.
Mr. Detmer and his NFL staff at ALA Gilbert North. Good luck to you, Mountain View. Best.
Do we need to
we
shout
want to
out?
keep Southern Arizona going. We would like to see some of that stuff happen.
Do we have any other shout outs before we move on from Buena, though? The Buena team.
I want to shout out the staff.
Well,
I mean,
the
That's what I
staff.
was getting ready to say.
And, you know, Coach Thomas having to take on one of the most grueling seasons
They had a very tough schedule this year.
of any Buena team recently. And, you know, I commend the man for keeping those guys poised and keeping their heads in it. You know, they could have just walked down and just laid eggs after, you know, huge losses, but they stayed right in it. They battled.
They fought to the end.
They did what they were supposed to. They got to the playoffs.
No running
hosted
clock.
a playoff game. Just the program is not necessarily hitting the peak because we're not getting to the later rounds and we need to, but you know the program is in a good
steady
spot.
incline.
I definitely want to, kind of add to that and say that I went down to the field last night after the game and I listened to the words that Coach Thomas and the staff, gave when they were talking to their players. And it really is a family on that team.
Absolutely.
They built a culture there that I think they definitely should be commended. And the season didn't end the way they wanted it to end, but you could tell that there's a lot of care, a lot of passion, and just there's brotherhood amongst that team.
Yeah.
And so it was a moving moment to watch them having their closing words last night.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so I think that covers it. So that's the end of the season for the Buena Colts.
Yeah.
Let's move on to.
The guys up the road on Highway 90.
I know you can just walk right down
Folks, Benson went up to Phoenix Christian, and let's just say Dawson Judd put on a show.
the road.
Exactly, right? Dawson Judd.
So you got a easy run right there, just running and getting the score up the middle.
Ooh, Phoenix Christian with a 14-7
And then here we go,
lead.
Dawson Judd, like you said earlier, Jared, throwing his kick on.
All
Superman is doing what he does, flying up the football field for a score.
Look
He
at that
can throw,
sideline.
He can run. What can't he do?
Well, I love how the Benson families.
Nice pressure right there. That's an interception. That's a big
Beautiful.
Six,
I
man.
love all the
Big
Benson
six.
families sitting there with their seats and their chairs
Oh, yeah.
right off the track.
Listen, Benson track.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that's a
sure.
nice little.
That was a
play
neat
right there.
little play right there.
And that ties it up.
So
Oh,
this
my
game
God.
remained
Wow.
tight. We kept checking in on this game. This score was tight all night. There's Dawson Judd again looking downfield, but then tucking it, running,
Just
and
got the
another
vision.
touchdown.
I want those seats. Those are real seats.
Nice piece of tackle. And remember, I talked about this earlier. The Benson linebacker unit, I think, is one of the better ones in the state because of how they move. And Judd
Look at
again,
Josh and
he ran that
Judd.
ball looking like a running back. Just
Yeah.
how the power, I mean.
Well, he's built like one, too.
Yeah.
Oh,
tip.
tip drill, and that was intercepted. A rare miss by a Benson receiver there.
Yeah. Hit him in the hands,
Mm-hmm.
That's one of
Oh, a
those.
throwback right here.
Whoa,
Is he gonna
what's
throw
that?
this? He does,
Oh, where?
Right
but it's
to,
intercepted.
right to who? Dawson said, you
Judd.
gonna give it to me or are you going to take it?
Look at the way he throws.
That sidearm throwing style, and another
Yeah.
interception.
That low elbow makes me think he hasn't been to
Is that
passing
Raleigh?
camp.
Wow, yeah. It looked like him. Man.
Phoenix
So-
Christian, they put up 21 points. That is by far the best game of the night, as far as I'm concerned.
Now
That-
remember, those guys played each other in the season.
Yes.
Kevin was saying earlier, before we got on live on the show, they played recently, and
How
I
did
think,
that turn out?
I
And
think
so
Phoenix,
Phoenix Christian won, and won kind of
won
big
that
in
one.
that
Yeah.
game.
What?
And
Yeah.
so
It was
we
lopsided.
we covered Benson's first playoff game last week. They played at home against Globe.
Cool.
And after the game, I talked to one of Benson's coaches who said, "Look, we want the Cowboys again." He said, "Now we got a tough game ahead of us, playing a team that beat us in Phoenix Christian. But when we win that game, we get Wilcox again. We want Wilcox." And so right now, the Benson Bobcats are on a revenge tour.
Oh,
they
my
want to get
gosh.
all their L's back. So everybody that beat them, they coming
Love
for you.
it.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
This is the state
Next
championship.
Friday.
Nah,
you
dude.
want to
You
be
drive down
in Wilcox. As far as I'm
Interstate
concerned,
10.
Cochise County Football Championship
Yes,
is being played in Wilcox next week.
Yep.
I might even consider that the state champion. I mean, those are two top
They
teams.
could be there.
Yeah, so
They both could be there.
You know me, like I like watching the AFC West teams. It's always the Bills and the Chiefs, or the Bills and the Bengals. That's always the Super Bowl for me. So that's the way I look at it for these guys. I mean, I want to see that Wilcox.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Benson
label
game.
this the Cochise County Clash. Two
Ooh.
titans of 2A football are going to bang heads in Wilcox next weekend. You want to be there.
Okay.
And,
This guy needs
Benson's gonna
background
travel well.
music playing for
They're
him
going
right
to
now.
travel well. I'm excited for this, guys. If I'm not calling the game, you're going to hear me on somebody's microphone screaming from the stand.
Yep.
I'm going to be there. You need to be there.
Okay, I want
excited to see.
you guys to pick who you think is going to win. Yeah, this is the hard part. I know who. I mean, I know who I want to win,
This
but
is tough,
I
man.
know because it's
So,
Benson's a totally different team.
I'll let Kevin go. After I'll say mine.
Do you want me to go first? I
Go
can
ahead,
go
John.
first.
Let's go. Let's just go down the table.
Okay.
Go that way.
Gosh, no, I'm going to pick Wilcox. I hate doing this because I love both teams so much, but because I said the exact opposite on the broadcast like last night. I said I think it's going to be Benson, but Wilcox, like that running game, if you can master that running game, you can hold any passing attack to nothing. So, do I think the passing? I just got to give it to Benson no, I'm going to go Wilcox. Wilcox.
All right.
Sorry.
That's Cowboys. That's one for Cowboys. All right.
One for the Cowboys.
There, John, you talk
hard.
about stopping the run at Wilcox, and the linebacker
Can they do it?
stable at Benson is gonna have to play their best game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to scrape off blocks and do what they got to do, and shut this Wilcox system, we'll say, down, and it's gonna be very hard to do. Does Dawson Judd come out and play his even best game? We even just saw his highlights right now, but he's still probably got one in him.
Yeah.
I say these guys might pull off the upset and,
Go
go into
agree.
Wilcox and get them by 3 or 4 points.
Okay. Ooh,
So
you're picking
but
Benson.
low scoring. I think it's going to be 24-20, something like that. It's going to be a battle. We know that is, but I think that, I don't know, just the athleticism in a quarterback. Yes, they're good and they've got some weapons.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll let Kevin talk into the three-headed monster, as he likes to call him. But I'm gonna pick the Bobcats.
Okay.
Because I've seen what they can do, and they are, like you said, Kevin. They smacked Globe in the face last week in the playoffs, and then they went down to Phoenix Christian and said, "Oh yeah, you guys beat us at home pretty significantly last time, beat us by 35, and we came in and smoked you." So we'll see. It's going to be a battle. I hope everybody travels, if they want to, from Sierra Vista, get out to. You want to see a 2A class, like you said, a 2A Cochise County class.
If you
It's
like
gonna be
football,
so fun
you gotta
see.
go.
It's a great stadium. They've really rebuilt that thing up, and they got an override that they just voted in, so they're going to be building even more new facilities in that area.
Press box.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Hopefully,
They got one that's pretty nice down there.
Yeah.
But
well, we want it to be twice as wide and a little bit taller. A couple more. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
So,
Kevin.
Coach Kevin.
All right. Benson. Wide open, spread offense. They can throw the ball everywhere with Judd.
That's the one
Lord is
I
a
like
great
watching.
running back. 4 talented wide receivers. On the defensive side for Benson, they have, in my opinion, a linebacker unit, guys that just move laterally very well. And then they got Andrew Workman, who was just arguably, in my opinion, one of the best defensive players in the county.
Yeah.
He's a rocket that can move in any direction. He's a great tackler. He knows where the ball is. That's Benson, right? Then you got Wilcox, a extremely talented offensive line that doesn't always get the credit they deserve for how good they are. You got to be a good offensive line when 3 of the top 5 running backs in the county all wear the same jersey playing for the Wilcox Cowboys. Young quarterback there, right? Young sophomore quarterback, but he's coming into his own. And then we talk about running the ball, but they got a really talented wide receiver on the outside.
You were saying that a couple weeks ago.
That young man Jackson, we've seen him on a couple of our top 10 plays making one-handed catches and catches around defenders' bodies and all kind of acrobatic stuff. So, who do I think is going to win the game? I'm sorry because somebody can be mad at me.
I know.
But I'm going to pick the Benson Bobcats.
Woo!
And here's why.
Got to.
I think that Benson is going to make some adjustments. They're going to mix up their play calling in a way that's going to possibly create some a lack of balance for the Cowboys defense, and they're going to turn it into a game that's going to make it where the Wilcox Cowboys are not going to be able to rely on their run game. They're going to force Wilcox to have to throw the ball to keep up.
Okay.
And if they can do that, that gives them an amazing advantage because I don't think it's a team in the county that throws the ball as well and with as much variety as the Benson Bobcats. So Bobcats, I think you're going to leave town. You're going to drive a couple miles down the road and get yourself a victory and come back home and have a real great celebration next Friday night. And I will be there to watch.
So I think it's Wilcox, and I think they win the state championship.
I could easily see the winner
if they
going
beat
deep.
Benson, they win the state championship. I think Benson is, like I said, they're amazing, and I think they should go to the state championship after this. But if you get dinged up, if you're a receiving happy offense and you rely on the pass, man, it's so easy to knock a team loose when they're a high passing offense, and that this is coming from a Chiefs fan, So, all right, so we got our picks in. All right, so Benson versus Wilcox in the 2A semifinal. Well, let's thank Prestige Remodeling and Restoration of Sierra Vista for partnering with the show to help us support these local athletes. Prestige has pioneered a visionary approach that empowers exceptional service, reinvigorating the fundamental principles of customer-centric service. As a licensed general contractor, including plumbing and electrical services, they proudly cater to both commercial and residential needs. Visit them at prestigesierravista.com. All right. Who gets it? Player of the week. I think we.
That guy. I talked about it earlier. The dude that put the cape on his back and took Phoenix Christian down last night and moved into Wilcox for the next round of the quarterfinals. Dawson Judd. I mean, the guy he's all over it. I so would love to get this guy up. We need to get him on the show. So if you guys are watching in Benson, let us know how we can get everything worked out and get him on the sports show.
If we can get
if we can go to him if we need to or whatever.
Yeah, shoot, that's close enough. And also, I'd like to shout out Wilcox as well. Like you're the two teams left in Cochise County. So if you'd like to wait,
Marine Academy,
Marine Academy. Let's not forget.
Yeah, that's totally correct. We should be saying this.
Not forget about our beloved Eagles.
Coach Jalen, don't take that. Don't take that.
No, I know.
No, because Coach Jalen, we love you, Coach Anthony. We love you guys.
Berrien is probably the most likely team. I'd say the most likely team to win state championship. I think they've
been in two the last 2 years.
Back
won
one and lost one.
And they're back in the same division that they won at. So I see that working
They
out.
are going to be playing next Friday, first round here in Sierra Vista.
Okay.
I believe.
Yeah. They will be playing here.
I'm not sure
they're awaiting the
yet.
winner. Yeah, they're waiting who they're going to play. And then another thing we haven't mentioned is ALA played last night. American Leadership Academy Sierra Vista played last night. They played against Heritage, and ALA ended their season, unfortunately, with a loss. They lost 22-55 to Heritage.
Wow.
Yes, that's the highest point total for the Guardians all season.
That is a huge upward swing from how they started. I mean, they started injuring with an injured quarterback, and they couldn't throw the ball. Yeah, and now he's back, and you can throw the ball. Clearly, that was an important piece to the puzzle. And when you don't have a backup, I highly recommend every high school football coach take very, very seriously 3 quarterbacks at going into every game. Yeah, take it very seriously, taking snaps and all that stuff. All right. Well, so is there anything else we want to say about high school football before we move in? Because Player of the Week, Dawson Judd, God bless you, good man. Defensive Player of the Week, do we have any people that we'd off the top of our head? No?
Well,
I'm Dawson Judd again, right?
Probably. I mean, 2 interceptions last night. So, yeah, I think you got to go Dawson Judd with
All right.
game-changing plays.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you get to wear it on both sides of the coin this weekend, brother.
Man. All right. So, Fyzical Balance Center is much more than your typical physical therapy clinic. At physical therapy and balance centers, they focus on improving your quality of life by using holistic, whole-body approach to connect your diagnosis with a customized plan of care. Opened by Dr. Tap DeWong of Tap Into Wellness. Love your life with Dr. Tap at Fyzical Balance Center in Sierra Vista. Man, they do such a great job out there. I've seen them, man. You're getting people back up on their feet, doing some great work. So, all right, guys, let's move into the college stuff.
Let's talk about the boys up in Tucson for a second.
All right.
Let's talk about
I'm
them.
going to tell you what. Coming out of the bye week and go into Pueblo, Colorado.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
not Pueblo, whatever they're
No,
at.
that Boulder.
Boulder. You know, and last year I was at that game in Tucson, and Dion had all those guys.
I
He had
was there
Shador,
too.
he had all of them. And they just smoked us. They destroyed us. I was like,
it got ugly.
I was there with Coach Keogh. I was like, man, can we leave in the fourth quarter? I don't want to leave games like that guy.
Right.
I'm a diehard fan. I'll stick it out with them to win or lose, but holy smokes. And then Dion's like, you know, what do I need to do? I'm 52-7 or 54-7. I bring in Ray Lewis to speak to the guys to get them fired up. Didn't matter. Arizona said,
Wildcats
came
whooped
in
them.
and just took them out, 52-17, and they're going into homecoming, which I'm headed to this morning. After the show, it's Military Appreciation Day as well.
right.
It's gonna be a huge Red Army Red Out in Tucson, so I look forward to it. I think if they beat Kansas, you know, Kansas is kind of wishy-washy, but I think that we've got a defense that can just swarm them and get them. So if we get that game, I believe. I mean, they might announce it that
Make a bowl game.
bowl game. There'll be a 6-win team.
6
so
wins. You get
All
to
right.
win
They'll be
it,
bowl
extra
eligible.
games.
The
So it's
cool
gonna be
thing-
exciting to see.
Cool thing about bowl games that people don't realize is that brings in money to not only your school, but that money
area.
is pooled into. So every team that makes
conference.
a bowl game, they all take their money and they put it in the middle and then they divide it equally. So the teams that go to the Rose Bowl, the teams that go to all the smaller ones, they're all putting their money into that pot, and then that's how they pay for their programs. So. Oh, look at my head. It kind of goes in and out. My head is
Squirrel.
shiny.
Squirrel.
Woo, all right.
Well, John,
All right. So
what about any more college football?
Yeah, is there any
news
more
last
col-
week, from
We got
last
some big.
week?
We got some big games coming up this week.
BYU
guys.
Texas tonight, dude?
BYU,
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech.
Yeah. So that was.
That's in Lubbock.
Yep,
Yep,
that'll
that's
be
in Lubbock.
Texas Tech. Yep.
We've got Indiana versus Penn State. Now that they've fired the coach, I don't really.
Yeah,
think
that game looked great a couple weeks ago, but
Yeah,
now
it's
at this
so
point with Penn State falling to 3-5,
Ohio State is projected to have a 30-point win over Purdue, so that should be interesting.
oh, my alma mater.
Oh no!
Went to Purdue. Huh?
I went to
Nice.
Purdue.
Oh, man, that's a
Boilermaker
good
in
school
the house.
though. Man, you got to hang
Drew.
out with Drew.
Drew Brees.
All right, Oregon versus Iowa. That could be a close game. It's in Iowa, and Oregon's number 9, projected to win by a 6.5.
I'm gonna say Oregon's been rolling. Like their coach, they've had some big wins this year against
Dan
teams
Lanning.
that they weren't favored to win. Dan Lanning has got some good stuff going on up in Eugene.
And like you said, Kansas at Arizona today.
How about them boys in Seattle? What they gonna do today?
Washington. Yeah, where is Washington on this list?
They're playing somebody. I think it's Wisconsin. Yeah,
Oh,
the Badgers.
dude, that could be a good game. Thank
It's
you
the
to our
Badgers.
producer Cody over on the side.
Yeah, the Badgers are going to come into town and probably get whooped, or they're going to Madison. So
Well,
they've got a receiver that's budding, and he's from Marana.
oh sure.
You know, that young man is just getting better and better every game. And they had that kid that transferred from Arizona. He went with Jed Fish after Jed Fish
Roebuck,
left.
and
And then you have Damon Williams.
oh yeah,
from
ooh,
Chandler.
that quarterback, dude.
Yeah,
he's
he's pretty good. He's having a good season.
on NCAA football. He wasn't that good, so I'm a little bit disappointed. his ratings are way off.
Boston's having a good season overall as a receiver too. So
Something from
dude,
last week.
That's David Boston's son.
That's right.
No,
No,
it's not.
no
okay.
relation
No,
whatsoever.
Just
You
say
got-
last name and they
I
play
looked
the
it
And
up.
exact same body type. You are
I
wrong, Jared.
locked it up.
I don't
looked
care.
it up.
He said you are wrong.
You
I
are
know.
wrong.
That's what I thought too. Because
They-
I'm like, this guy's built like
David Boston was
That
a
guy was
freak.
stout, man.
You remember that dude?
255-pound receiver that could run a 4.3.
Wide receiver, and you remember him pancake block? I think he pancaked
to
the
put guys through the
ribs out of
turf,
a
man.
couple guys. Like it was kind of
Like
Something we didn't talk about last week. I'm a big fan of Military Service Academy football.
Yeah.
Army beat Air Force last week, so they are halfway there as far as their journey towards the Commander-in-Chief's trophy. That will be, if they win, that could be earned when they play Navy in December. Army has another game this week going up against Temple. Temple is a 5-4 team. Army's 4-4, but I think Army's going to win that game.
Nice.
wow. And we've
Heck
seen
yeah,
some
let's
really
go for
great
some.
players out of Army recently. They've got that. They've got like a fullback Horvath.
Yes,
That's like,
yes.
Yeah.
what a
I
little
think
beast.
there's an Army player that I think is on the Ravens roster. And Army's put out some decent play. A lot of service academies.
Villanueva, that guy that was 6'8", the Army Ranger.
Yes,
Yep.
that's right. He played for
Holy.
Pittsburgh and he played for
That's
Baltimore
the
for a
Steelers.
season too.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
he went play for Baltimore.
Gosh, I'm
Good stuff.
So yeah, I love Service Academy football. And speaking of that, I'm gonna tie it back to a team we talked about. Wilcox Cowboys remind me of that old wing T Army Navy offense. They run the ball like that.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, and I'm looking forward to. I really want to see if Wilcox can throw the ball. He said they got that great wide receiver. They got just as many weapons as Benson does. Oh,
They just use them differently. They run with them. Benson throws the ball to them.
Yeah.
So,
It's gonna be interesting.
it's
to
gonna be a
see.
good game. Who else we got? Big
Navy
games.
versus Notre Dame, Alabama versus LSU. Actually, that Alabama versus LSU is a little closer than I'd expect, but it's at Alabama.
I was gonna say, is it in?
They
Is it
playing
in
in
Death Valley?
Tuscaloosa. If
All
it was
right.
in Death Valley at night, you already know how that goes,
Oh
right?
God!
Not good.
All right, NFL time. Let's see where the money's being made.
The big game of the week is in Tampa.
Buccaneers and
Patriots.
Tampa
I'm gonna
Bay.
say it. Maybe, but coming off a bye week, yes, we're still banged up. We got Bucky down with a foot injury still.
Do you guys have any wide receivers
Oh
coming
yeah, we
back?
still got
That's the big
a
thing. Just,
backup.
hurting
We
with
got
the
a
wide
backup.
receiver room.
It's fine.
He's awesome, but you just lost the all-time receiving leader, Mike Williams. Mike
Evans?
Mike
Mike
Evans.
Evans.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I almost said Edwards for.
Evans is going to be back by the playoffs.
Really, I thought he's on
He said
IR.
he's trying.
Okay, well, I
We'll
hope
see.
so.
Godwin's still trying to nurse that ankle back.
I'm picking the Patriots on this one.
That's fine. You can do that. I never choose your Chiefs, so
you
it
have,
doesn't matter.
You have not
so.
sold me on this.
Baker's going to go in the kitchen and he's going to make bread like he
Thank
always
you,
does.
Kevin.
I'm going with
All
the
right,
Bucks.
Coach.
I
love it.
I love the Buccaneers. I just don't think that they can beat the Patriots in this. Just this week,
They haven't faced anybody like us yet.
Yeah, you could say the same thing
And to
about
the Patriots' credit, they definitely are emerging as a better team.
Vrabel
Mike
is-
Vrabel's got some magic happening up there.
And that
True.
and the quarterback. Oh my gosh, May. He's looking like the real deal. Okay, so both you guys
else do we
take
got?
Tampa Bay. Arizona versus Seattle in Seattle.
Chickens.
I'm taking
I'm
Seattle.
about to say, John, I'm with you on this one. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks on
Yeah.
this one because Arizona's quarterback situation is interesting, and that's saying it nicely.
Yeah.
They've kind of shut down Murray, right?
They have a history of
Put
doing
him on
it.
the
and-
IR.
Yeah, Murray's not playing.
Oh, I didn't realize.
yeah,
that.
yeah.
put him on
Colin
the
Murray will
IR.
not be playing. He's on IR, I
Oh,
believe. and
but is it Brissett?
yes,
backup?
yeah, Jacoby Brissett is going to be starting the game. And again, a serviceable backup quarterback. I don't
I'd
want to
say
throw
one
salt
of
on
the
his name.
better backups.
But
honestly.
yeah, I think that I think Seattle's gonna take this one.
6.5 points at home doesn't seem like enough, but whatever. Falcons versus Colts. Colts at home. And they just traded that huge trade.
Right. They acquired Sauce Gardner this week for what was it, some second round picks?
No.
First.
Two
Two first round picks. Oh, okay,
Dude.
2 first round picks.
And I want to say they traded one of their rookie wide receiver.
The memes this week about Sauce Gardner's trade was just,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
Well, the
like,
the
wait,
Jets
what?
sold
How do you
nearly
leave?
every player on their defense. They sold Williams, the defensive tackle. I mean, I was having an aneurysm, just like my eyes and ears were bleeding. I couldn't believe that like all these guys were available.
But the Jets, I want to talk about what they've done for a second. They are stockpiling draft picks.
They sure are.
And that's very Belichickian of them
Yeah.
to build up all these draft picks. And that's either going to result in them getting talent or trading to, acquire more talent.
So that's the thing is either you do a lot with your few picks or you do very little with a bunch of picks. That's kind of the history that I've, except when you see the Dallas Cowboys, their haul from, Walker back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Colts in that game.
Okay, you're taking Colts. How about you, Jared?
Always take the Colts.
It's international.
I'm a Colt, and this year they're having a heck of a year. I love the new blood, the new energy at the top with,
I wanna say
the
Penix
girl,
might be-
Ursay.
Yeah, listen, the owner on the sideline with the headset.
I
It's
love
created
that.
some magic on the
That's
sideline.
pretty
Say what you
cool.
want.
I haven't
that.
heard her slur yet, so
She knows
she
what
hasn't
she's
said
doing.
anything nasty.
She's
I like
learning.
she's doing.
She's just learning. I'm observing
Man.
and learning, and the team is looking a lot better. And then I got to say this too: Sauce Gardner looked pretty good in the blue and white. I saw
Yeah.
a picture. I mean, it looked pretty clean.
Well, I'll take the Colts as well. Okay, the three of us have, okay, Ravens versus the Vikings, and they got Lamar back.
The battle of the purple teams. I love it.
Yep, it's gonna be a purple fight.
The purple battle.
Up in
So
Minnesota.
Ravens are projected to win by 4.5 points.
Yeah, I'm going with my hometown team. I'm picking the Ravens here. The Ravens looking like the Ravens
Yeah.
again. They can run the ball, they can throw the ball, and then most importantly, our defense has gotten back to what we thought they were going to be.
Man, dude, are they healthy? Because
Yes,
that
they
defensive
finally
line-
got healthy. Now, defensive line, but our linebackers are healthy again. We got Roquan Smith back. We have Kyle Hamilton.
Okay.
Is healthy. Shout out to Kyle Hamilton. I got my 14 on my hat.
There you go.
How about that left tackle? Is he gone for the season?
Stanley, I don't think Stanley's going to be gone for the year. But yeah, we got some. They're still trying to find something on the defensive line, but we got our rookie Green, who we drafted out of Marshall. This guy led the NCAA in sacks last season, and he's starting to come into his own. He got his first sack last week, first NFL career sack, and I think he's about to start emerging as a good pass rusher.
Well, it's kind of going to show. Well, so Vikings, who are you taking?
I'm
You
going
taking
with
Ravens?
I'm going with the Ravens. Yeah, for sure.
I think it's closer than that, but I think I'll take the Ravens, and it's in Minnesota, so we'll see. No, it's in.
It's in Minnesota.
It's in Minnesota.
At
okay.
Minnesota.
Jags versus Texans.
Jaguars.
Jags. It's in Houston.
Yeah, but they're
How
struggling.
healthy is Houston?
I don't think they have Stroud, do they?
Did you
No,
guys?
Stroud got hurt.
Stroud got hurt, but on Jacksonville's side, Hunter is out.
Yeah.
So
Their defensive back and a wide receiver. Doesn't that suck? When you lose one, you lose two. But
right.
But I think I'm going to take the Jags. I think that's going to be an easy one because Stroud is out. I can't think of who their backup is. And the Jags, they're playing pretty well. I expect them to win by a bunch, honestly. Okay, Browns and Jets. We were talking about the Jets earlier. But the Browns, what do we know about the Browns? Shoot, are they on their third quarterback? Do we even know who's playing on
Dylan
that team?
Gabriel is going to be starting, right?
Okay.
They have not, Kevin Stefanski still just seems very resistant to trying to acknowledge Shedeur Sanders in any way. And not that Gabriel's been terrible,
Right.
but he hasn't been great
Oh, no.
either. And so
I wouldn't expect it.
they got an identity crisis on that team. And reading some reports, there are players who aren't happy with this whole issue with the quarterbacks either. So I don't think the Browns are going to win this game. I think that the Jets are going to get another win here. And
Whoa. Wouldn't that be
I'm gonna go with the
ridiculous after
Jets.
trading away all those star players that they
now
would win?
the Browns defense is pretty good, but I think
Yeah.
that the Jets might find a way to win the game. And then again, this is just a tough game to choose because you got two teams that haven't lived up to what we
Vegas
thought
has
they
the
would be.
Browns winning this one.
Vegas might be right, but
I'm
I'm
taking
gonna go
the Browns.
with the Jets.
Jets, even though they lost everybody, they're still going to play with emotion, and they've got a little bit of more athleticism.
Who's their quarterback?
It's
That's Justin Fields.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely taking the Panthers.
I mean, the Ohio State. Come on.
Yeah, well, he just doesn't make good decisions. That's my problem with him. He's not
True.
accurate, and he doesn't make good decisions. Anyway, I wish you just let him run the ball, Anyway, Saints versus Panthers. Wow, at the Panthers at Carolina.
I'm going to go with Carolina. So I've got a inkling that this is a team that's rising out of the
For sure.
ashes.
For sure.
In Charlotte, and they're finally starting to get things rolling. Shout out to T-Mac, having a good season. He's doing well.
Rookie from Arizona.
Yep, he's doing some good things for that offense that Canales is trying to put together. Thank you for the year you gave us at Tampa as an offensive coordinator. He gets hired as a head coach at Carolina.
Oh, my gosh. Who do you think is starting quarterback for the Saints?
Oh, yeah, I heard
I think
about
they
that.
announced
Slow.
it's Slow is starting, right?
Yeah.
Slow's gonna be
USC
starting.
kid,
Show,
right?
Show's gonna be starting. Yeah.
Yep.
You
So
still got
trying to
Bryce
throw
Young.
to Olave and Kamara, but yeah, I'm definitely taking the Panthers in that one.
Yeah, I'm going Panthers.
Giants at the Bears in Chicago, where it gets nice and chilly.
the Soldier Field.
That should be. I think it's gonna be a pretty good game. But
Oh, they're projecting the Bears
I'ma
by
go
a
with-
4.5.
the Bears.
Yeah. The Bears are really playing.
They are. I can't come up with a reason
I mean,
to pick. If Scatabo was still on the Giants, I might. But the Giants lost their running game.
True.
I mean, now you're running your quarterback into the ground. Oh gosh. Anyways,
47-42 after, or whatever it was after they had a commanding lead, the Bengals,
gosh,
and then they come
rip
in.
your heart out.
Loveland from Michigan.
Yeah,
catches
throw that
ball.
tight end.
Right.
Love it.
Harbaugh was saying that he's the most athletic tight end in the NFL, and I was like, no. Have you ever heard of Brock Bowers? I'm sorry. There's about 4 Kyle Pitts. I'm
Dog,
sorry.
good dog right there.
It's Washington from
Yeah.
Georgia.
Okay,
Big
Bills
old 6
versus.
foot-
Oh, I'm sorry.
You 6'9" monster.
Yeah, dude, Darnell
crazy.
Washington. He
That's
might
a
be my
big
new
dude.
favorite
He's
player.
huge.
My favorite player in the NFL is not a Chief. It's Brock Bowers. He's on my rival, and I love that guy so much. But Darnell Washington is like coming up right behind him, dude. Okay, so did we pick? Everybody picked the Bears on this
Yeah,
one?
the Bears.
Bears
Okay.
cross the board.
Bills, Dolphins. Bills.
I'm gonna pick the
Bills.
Bills on that one. Sorry,
Sorry.
son.
Sorry, yeah. I
Yep.
mean, I hope it's the Dolphins, but I think it's the Bills. After beating the Chiefs last week, that was
They're
heartbreaking.
gonna ride that momentum, and yeah, this is gonna be a divisional game, and yeah, I think the Bills get it.
Big game. Rams versus Niners. And the Niners have done all this without a quarterback. Shanahan is only proving me correct that he can win a game without a quarterback. And I love it so much. So, Rams versus LA, or the Niners, I'm taking the 49ers at home.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, the Rams.
On what, though?
They just keep coming up with wild wins. I love it.
Yeah,
I love
true.
rolling the dice, dude.
This is a tough one.
I hate San Francisco, and I'm
I'm
still
gonna pick
taking the
LA.
Niners.
I'm gonna pick LA just to be on the opposite side. I'm just gonna pick LA.
They're projected to have a 5.5 point win, so they're projected to have a clear win. But the Niners have won, every time this has happened.
That's true. In L.A.?
Yeah.
Is it in L.A.?
No, it's
No,
in
it's
San
in San
Francisco.
Francisco.
Oh, well.
Dude, that's the worst stadium. I hate San Francisco so much. Dude, you sit in any of those seats and you get a sunburn no matter what
No
time
matter
of year.
where.
Oh, man, I haven't been in
and
that
it's
stadium.
cold. It's like you get a sunburn in the cold. I hate
That's
that stadium.
crazy.
All right, Detroit versus Washington.
Lions.
Lions
Because,
versus the commies.
yeah, the
I'm taking
Commanders
the
are playing
Lions.
without Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm going with that. I mean, no disrespect to Mariota. I really like him as a
I
quarterback,
love
like him as a
Mariota,
person.
too.
But yeah, I think the Lions going to roll in that one.
Yeah, they got him as a 7.5. That's like they might as well not play that game when you're projected to win in the NFL by 7.5. That's commanding. All right, Steelers versus Chargers in LA. So it's a road game.
I'm wearing my Ravens hat today, so I'm going to be petty, and I'm picking the Chargers.
Wow. All right.
All right.
I think the Chargers, too.
Oh, shoot, we're all going to agree on that
I mean,
one?
they've been playing some really good football lately.
They
so
are.
To be honest, they've been playing some really
Pittsburgh's
good
kinda
ball
doing
lately.
it too, though.
Pittsburgh has.
Conkey's giving me some good fantasy points recently, so he's doing okay.
Who are the wide receivers for the Steelers?
Metcalf.
Metcalf?
Yeah, DK
Oh,
Metcalf.
yeah,
That's
okay.
right.
You got some other weapons in there too.
Yeah, I'm still
I don't
taking
know.
Pittsburgh is by no means a bad football team.
No, I
no
think
disrespect to them.
I keep
Fryer
wanting to
moves,
justify this
fryer moves,
reason.
fryer
Fire
why.
move. Yeah, you talk about tight ends.
Yeah.
When have the Steelers not had a good, reliable
Absolutely.
tight end?
Forever.
I mean, they've always had one or two guys.
I can go down
Remember,
the list just like you're saying.
What's my guy name? They Jesse James. They had Heath Miller,
Yes,
who was
Heath
reliable.
was
for
awesome.
Hey, Heath threw a lot of daggers in my heart, game-winning catches against the Ravens all the time. Like they always have a good tight end.
Todd, you
my-
could say the same thing about the stinking Ravens too,
True.
though. So
you
like,
can-
What about my favorite stat of that whole program from the Steelers
what?
is Mike Tomlin
Never.
Yes.
has never had a losing season
Yeah.
since he got hired. That is an incredible
And in my
statistic
opinion,
to
that
have.
makes him a walking, living, breathing, active Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
football
Well,
coach.
he's got a Super
Easily.
Bowl, so
He gets those boys playing. I
You know
love
how-
his no nonsense blue collar mentality.
how many Super
Just good
Bowls did
stuff.
Madden win?
one.
Correct.
He
And
won
I
one.
mean, I can go through a list of all these Hall of Famers that only won one. I'm like, shoot, Tomlin is, I would put him against any of those dudes. The guys that are the most elite of the elite, like, I don't have Tomlin at, like, Andy Reid. Like, I would put them, if they had even teams, I would take Andy
Yeah, and the
Reid.
guy before him had a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Cowher.
Bill Cowher.
Shoo. You know,
That's
so
not-
that,
he
that
wasn't a
program
bad
has
coach.
always been.
I mean, what they've had 3 head coaches in the history of that team,
Chuck
something like that.
Noll.
Chuck Noll,
Chuck
Bill
Noll,
Cowher.
and Tomlin. It's just-
Isn't that a cool succession?
yeah.
They are a rival, but I got to say, in my opinion, one of the best organizations in the league. They're all about stability.
Yeah.
They think about things before they do it. Not a knee-jerk reaction.
How do
kind
they
of
always
football
end up with a
organization.
great wide receiver? It just blows me away.
Well, what helps them is Mike Tomlin was a wide receiver, so he's good at drafting. Yeah, he played wide receiver in college. He went
Didn't
to William
know
and
that.
Mary. Yep, he
Oh,
was a wide receiver.
shoot. All right, so Monday Night Football, Eagles versus Packers.
That should be a really good game.
Yeah. 1.5 points. They got Green
It's in Lambeau, though.
Bay, yeah.
But that doesn't matter because Philly gets cold too. So I don't think cold weather is going to affect the Eagles too much.
That's a hard one.
Yeah, Green Bay
Ooh,
played a
it's
pretty
tough.
horrible game last week.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Philly on this one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick the Eagles
We'll
on that
stick
game.
with the Eagles on that too.
I'm taking the Packers, but just
okay.
rolling the dice, honestly.
Right.
I'm just rolling it. Okay.
Yeah, like it looks like it's a really even matchup. I don't like Love and I don't like. I mean, I like Hurts more than I like Love, but I like the Packers options. Oh, is Tucker Kraft out for the season? The tight end.
He's on injured reserve.
Oh gosh. Well then, that's
see.
kind of their.
I think I had him on my fantasy. Or
That's so sad. Yeah,
him on
ACL,
IR.
IR.
Yep.
Okay.
And then not playing this week, Cincinnati, Dallas, Tennessee, and Kansas City all
Yeah.
have a bye.
Yep. So.
Oh, wow, big bye week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, right. And so who do we see on Thursday? Jets versus Patriots. Come on. Who are you taking?
Pat's on that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I'm going New England on that one. Where is it? Where is it? Is it in
It's in
Foxborough?
New England. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going New England on
Yeah.
that one.
That's a no-brainer right there.
All
Gillette
right.
Stadium at night,
Dude,
it's rocking.
Yeah,
golly.
that place is
Fun.
something
There's
different.
only maybe 3 stadiums that I'd be more afraid of. I mean that's the one in
Arrowhead, and
Seattle.
we know you're going to say that.
Well, I was in Seattle. Shoot. Come on.
Oh, I know.
Come on.
What is it? Almond Field or something like that?
What is it?
Whatever they call it anymore.
The
I
naming
just-
rights of the stadiums change so often; it's hard to keep up with.
The whole West Coast disappoints me. They just throw names around like it doesn't mean anything. It's AT&T,
Yeah.
then it's
Cardinals has always been State Farm. I'm
Yeah.
just saying. That's what
No,
that's
it was University of Phoenix Stadium
Yeah,
for a
well,
while.
true, but State Farm since
A
then.
football stadium named after a school that doesn't have a football team. That was hilarious to me.
True.
Oh, man. All right.
Very
We're having a
true.
great time. Well, thank you guys. Thank you all to our sponsors, Seniors Helping Seniors, Prestige Remodeling, Physical Balance Center. Thank you guys for sponsoring us. This is getting out to all the kids, and this helps with, showing what the kids can do. I've been sending this to coaches, honestly, so hopefully this turns out. Thank you to Kevin Lassiter, Coach Kevin, coming in on Saturday morning. Coach, how are you? I appreciate you coming in.
That's fun, man.
I can't remember Coach Young's name at all. So his first name is beyond me.
We do the show every week.
We've been doing this for almost 2 years, Jared.
Yeah, 3 years going on it. Pretty close.
Oh my gosh, Jared and we've
had some fun.
Yeah, we always
started in the studio and moved on to bigger and better things, and we got live shows going. It's fun.
I mean, look at this. I mean, all of this
stuff,
right over here. I'm touching it.
We're missing our main man, Coach Baker, today, but he's got some things lining up, and he's getting primed for his season.
That's right. It's basketball time now in the high school.
Ready now.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you to our producers. We got Cody, and we got producer Dan the man. Thank you to Todd Ryan. Thank you to CoolFM. All right. We'll check in with you guys next week.
Yeah, we'll see you in the playoffs.
Take care, everybody.